Hello everyone, welcome back to Lindsay's Builds. It's been a while, hasn't it? So we thought we'd do about an hour and a half, something like that, hour and a half, 2 hours, and we'll carry on with the Exorcist. So we'll get right down to it. Okay, so this is what we've got done so far on the build. So just got another coat to put on this part, and at the moment we're doing these parts. Got another couple of coats to put on these, which are the pipes. Hello Following Ghost, nice to see you. Hope you're okay. So we've got to put two more coats on those, and another two more coats on that, and this, and another one of those. So yes, so we'll get right down to it. What have you been up to, Ghost? Been up to much? Where's my water? There it is. Put that there, this side. Sorry I haven't been around since last Wednesday. Well, this Wednesday just gone. I have been pretty busy. Life has to take preference, doesn't it? So it's working on the exterior of the space station. Oh, cool. I'll have to go through the Facebook page, the group, and have a look, see what's in there. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to some more photos of your build. Yeah, yes, it's things get in the way sometimes, and it's just so unavoidable. But yeah, I've got a nice chill weekend coming up this weekend, so I can spend quite a bit of time at the bench, really. So Athel's in. Hello, Athel. Nice to see you. And he says, afternoon, Ghost and the boss. Ghost also says, hi, Athel. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Athel. I am doing a stream tomorrow as well. I've just put it up. So I should be streaming at 1:30 tomorrow, UK time. 1:30 in the afternoon. Hopefully I can pull a panel together for the stream. I've got quite a few hours to use up, so as long as I keep 2 hours for the ppm on Wednesday. Following Ghost says, hi, Athel. Nice to see my dedicated followers. Quite cold here today. You can actually feel the winter actually setting in now. I think it's pretty cold where you are, Athel, isn't it? Bonnie, Scotland gets very, very cold in the winter. Okay, so we've got Jeff and Maggie in. Hello there, Jeff and Maggie. Welcome in. And he says, hi guys. And Joffrey's in as well, and he says, hi Lindsay and Jeff, Athel and Ghost. So welcome in Jeff and Maggie and Joffrey. Joffrey says, hi Jeff. Following Ghost says, listening for a few minutes while I start coffee and let Sharon out. No worries. Following Ghost says, Jeff and Joffrey. Athel says it's not bad up here, 11C, cloudy, dropping tonight at 3 degrees. And we've got Carl Scout modelling in, welcoming Carl and Michelle, and he says, afternoon all. Afternoon, Carl. I think it's about think it's actually in single figures here today. So I'll have a look in a minute and tell you. Feels like single figures. Geoffrey says hi Carl, and we got the Mr. Meow in, and he says meow. And Geoffrey says hi Panzer, welcome in Panzer. Hope you're doing well Panzer. Geoffrey says hi Panzer, Apple says hi Jeff, Maggie, Geoffrey, the Puddy Dat and Carl and Michelle. Panzer says hi Geoffrey, Panzer says hi Apple. Jeff Light says JC saved my eggs and bacon a bit earlier. I misunderstood what Maggie said about F1 and the moto earlier in the week. Pure, that was close. Yeah, because I thought when you said that, I thought, yeah, it is on. Must be coming close to the end of the season though. Must be very, very close. Panther says, hi Lindsay, yeah, I'm good, just resting up now and the post-op healing. Oh, that's good to hear. That is really good news. Yes, I got the all clear again yesterday, so which is good news. Following Ghost says hi Carl and Panzer. Panzer says hi again Carl. Panzer says hi Ghost. Jeff Light says, I honestly thought that it were next week she was on about. You got that selective hearing, Jeff. I think every man suffers with that, don't they? Selective hearing. I know I do. People think I'm ignorant sometimes. My kids know when I don't want to listen to something because I just walk away from them, and it's like it doesn't go down very well. But or they'll be talking away and I'll be like oblivious to it, or Jeff Light says 4 more races for the Moto and F1 finishes early in December. Jeff Light says that's good news. Yes, it was very, very good news. I've just got to keep going now. It's a 5-year thing, so I've got, what's it been, 16, 18 months ago I think it was, and it's soon gone by really. So yeah, I've got to keep going for the next 3 years and so many months. Get another set of scans now in January, I think it is. Kind of makes me smile when they say that, you know. I think it's the best news that everybody can keep getting when they say, yeah, you're still clear, you know. You know that it was well worth going through all that treatment. Clean this brush up a bit. Yeah, I'll text Mark Spots, see if he's available tomorrow. So. I'll probably go for, I don't know, anything on the bench, I think. Don't think it will be a specific subject. Okay, that's that bit. Wait for those to dry. Following Ghost says, between how sick I was and the medication, I can't remember correctly the date I had my surgeries. Oh, wow. I think the longer it goes, you tend to forget, don't you? I mean, I'm one of these people that will just move on in life, you know what I mean? I don't make a song and dance about things. Apple says, bit late now to say this, but Ghost, you should keep a diary. As the older we get, the less our memory works. Yes, very true. This is very, very true. Even I have to write down things these days. I have to have a diary now. Do half of this and then wait for that to dry, then do the other half. Panzer says, I heard you're singing, Lindsay. Don't give up the day job. It's all I can say. Yeah, I'm a terrible singer. Yeah. I'm a terrible singer. You're only jealous, Panzer, because I'd attract all the cats at my door. In it. Ghost says, I've never been able to remember the date, but a big deal. Just strange mixing things up and trying to remember. Ghost also says, Apple, I was so sick I couldn't remember how to make a sandwich. Writing anything for a couple of years was a no-go. Oh wow, that must have been really bad. Panzer Cat says, at least your garden would be well fertilised. This is so true, Panzer, so true. Be a bit pongy, but yeah, this is so true. They tend to like my flower beds. Every time I go to weed the garden, I have to take a carrier bag and a little shovel with me. Little monkeys. You know they've been there because you get like these little mountains everywhere. You know what I mean? You're thinking, oh, really? It's when they do the scooting bit, you know, they tend to rip up my flowers sometimes. I put pepper spray down once, that didn't work. They soon got immune to that. Definitely got immune to that. I've tried filling bottles up full of water, laying them down. Nothing seems to deter these ones. When they gotta go, they gotta go. They do it in my garden. It's bad enough cleaning up after the dog. Even though the dog does go out most of the time, you know. Panzer says all cats like flower beds, just as my neighbours. Ghost says the only reason I'm here to talk is I was lucky and collapsed at my doctor's office within sight of the hospital. Oh wow. Did you have a stroke then, Ghost? Panzer Cat says nothing will deter a determined cat. No, that is very true. Very, very true. We've got Dale Mac 3D in. Welcome in, Dale. Nice to see you. And he says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you getting on with that Rocinante and that Stargate? Is it station? I think. Apple says hi, Dale. Panzer Cat says hi, Dale. Jeff Light also says hi, Dale. Panzer says hi again, Jeff. Dale Mac 3D says hello, Apple, Panzer, and Jeff Light says hi, Panzer. And Ghost says, no, my blood pressure crashed during a cancer treatment and it crashed lower at the hospital. Oh, wow. Yes, having cancer treatment can do some really, really funny things to you. In the last week of my treatment, I ended up with pneumonia and sepsis. I was very, very lucky that I didn't lose limbs. That's because my immune system was that low. It's not so much the radiotherapy that does it to you, it's the chemo. So I had 28 radiotherapy, and I think it was either 2 or 3 chemo, but they were really, really strong doses, these chemo were. It was about a 5.5 week treatment. It took me longer than that to recover from it. It took me at least 6 to 7 months to recover afterwards. Dale says I've done very little modelling recently. Oh wow, okay. Joffrey been having a time out. Joffrey says I have been masking Bismarck for painting the Baltic camouflage scheme on. I think I can post a photo for the gallery this week. Oh cool, that'd be nice to see, Joffrey. Very nice to see. That's quite a nice camo scheme, that Baltic one. Arctic one, Baltic. Arctic, yeah. Because you're doing the 1-200, is it? Or is it the 1-350? I can't remember. I'm sure you'll put me right in the chat. Panther says, yeah, it's the recovery time that gets me. Yeah, it's always is, mate. Following guy says, I was on immunotherapy, and after the collapse I had 3 surgeries, and the last was to remove the tumour and half a leg. Ooh. Wow, very intensive. Very, very intensive. I'm not sure whether I want to do these in gold or do them in copper. I need to break this up a bit. I'm just trying to think. It's like a bronzy copper, that bit. I think I'll do those in copper. I can't remember how I did the immolator. Let's have a look. Just give me a minute. I just need to have a look at something. Did them in copper. Okay. Where's the copper? Down at the station, sir. The copper is down at the station. Attachment flesh. Is it on the bench? Yes. Joffrey says, no, following Ghost says, Joffrey, my last ship was a 1/100 scale of an 800-foot amphibious assault ship, all custom parts. Oh, wow. Big beast. Big. Interesting. This is not actually copper, it's Balthazar gold. It's like a copper, but it's between a copper and a gold. You know what I mean? And then I've got a dry brush, the bars in a metallic metal colour. So I've got to make sure I don't go over them. Sorry about that. So we'll do a little bit of belly and bench, shall we, guys? In my belly so far is, what did I have for lunch? Didn't have no breakfast, just I had lunch, which was a turkey ham sandwich. Yeah, turkey ham sandwich and a cup of tea. And later I am going to have homemade sausage plat. So what did you guys have today so far? Anything interesting? Anything nice? Oh, following Ghost says another builder was building the Ronald Reagan aircraft carrier to go with it. Mine was 8 feet long, his was 10 feet. Ooh, wow. Apple says, how's the keyboards coming on, or have you started them yet, Lindsay? No, I haven't started the keyboard yet, Apple. I've got those to do yet. I'm slowly working myself in there, because once I've got all these bits done, then I can glue them in, if you know what I mean. and then because the keyboards will go in last, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to do the keyboards out of the build itself, so I'm not trying. Well, there's only the front keyboards, so that's actually in the build, but I can get to them as long as I don't put too much in the front here. But no, I have not started them yet. It's going to be pretty interesting when I do those, that's for sure. Those I'll have to do off stream, because I don't want any distraction when I'm doing them, if you know what I mean, guys. I love these builds, I do. Probably have to touch up the black before I dry brush it. Seem to be I need to order some new brushes, some little fine ones, because I've just about wore them other ones out. And they're kind of like beyond repair, if you know what I mean. I seem to get through more fine brushes than I do the bigger ones. So I'm definitely going to have to do some touch up. Okay, so that's good news. So I've got my sidekick with me tomorrow. That's good. I do like streaming with Mr. Bots. Stream's not a stream without that young man. Catch up with the chat in a minute, guys. Okay. Ghost says he's had about half a cup of coffee. Panzer says brunch for me was 3 bacon and toast, cheese on rolls, and a mug of coffee. I'm currently nibbling on a plate of salted caramel cream crunch biscuits. Wow, you'll roll out of that bed in the end. Apple says brunch was toasted cheese sarnies with pink cranberry juice and coffee. Has anybody seen those Christmas cake slices with icing? You can get them from Tesco's. I had a box of those. Oh, they were yummy. Absolutely yummy. They're well worth buying. You get six slices in the box, so I do recommend them. For you UK guys, get them from Tesco's. Definitely going to have to touch up these bars with the black before dry brushing. Joffrey says that was a nice project, Ghost. The 1/100 chip, awesome. Panzercat says he had a box of Christmas slices and he accused me of rolling out of the bed. Well, I'm not stuck in bed, am I? So at least I can jog around, you see, and get those calories off. Panzer says definitely calling the pot, definitely calling the kettle. Yes. I know you're saving it all up, you know. I know I'll end up on your hit list, Panzer. How big's your hit list now when you come back? Is it getting bigger? Following Ghost says it was Joffrey. Those ships were sent to Australia.
Huh? Really?
You'll have to excuse the noise in the background, guys. Can't mute the mic on this platform. It's very strange that you can't. There is no mute button whatsoever. Panzercat says, I would expect nothing less from my friends. Well, at least you know we're thinking of you, Panzer. That's what it is. Even though we do rib you. It's all in good fun, mate. That's one of those done. Do the next one. You made me laugh, Panzer. Cool, women are so loud. I'm outnumbered at the moment in the house as my son's away, so can't even the odds up. So I'm outnumbered 2 to 1. Panzer says, oh, I am thinking of you lot, thinking how you would all look through the crosshairs of my 308. Apple says, it's when you're ill and your workmates all go shopping together at the same time, shop and turn up with the same selection of food. That is worrying. We've got Daniel in, Go For It Painting. Hello there, Daniel, and welcome in. And he says hello. Go For It says, have a great paint job. Thank you. Go For It says, hi Panzercat. He also says hi Following Ghost. Go For It says hi Apple. Apple says hi Daniel. Go For It says hi all. Following Ghost says, I found a simple technique to add detail to hull plates. I will show it when I post pictures of the space station. Oh, that'd be interesting. Panzercat says hi Go For It. Following Ghost says hi Go For It. It's nice to see you all. Probably won't get all 4 of these done in the hour and a half, but we'll see. We'll try. Just get the first coat on. Does anybody know whether Connie's on today, or is she at the Renaissance? I'm sure the Renaissance starts soon. That her and William attend every year. Oh, God damn it. I'm definitely going to have to touch up this one. Panzer says, I think she will be at the festival. Yeah, I thought it started now. So not concentrating on what I'm doing here. It's definitely a touch-up job, this one. Catch up with the chat in a minute, I'll just see it move. Carl says Connie's off at weekends till November. Okay, Carl. Apple says yes, Connie does not resume her station till the end of November, as affirmed by herself last week. Panzercat says Caroline Renfest, not Rent Boys, Carl. Wow. Wow. Following Ghost says Ren Fair here is in late spring over the Castle Gwen. There's two with the first coat on. Cool. Yeah, we've got about another 20 odd minutes, so we should get these two done. If you're enjoying the stream, people are watching, please can you put your thumbs up? It'd be really, really much appreciated if you could. Gives good support to the old Mad Dog. Or the Bacon Butty Boss, or the Lord. Wow. Arthur says 20 minutes. Guess I had best pho and based the pork ribs and beans for dinner with cornbread I baked yesterday. Panzer says if you really want to help out his lordship, go take a dump in his flower beds. Wow. I like that one, I'll give you that one. Definitely on form, isn't he? That Mr. Panzer. Don't mess about, is our panzer, straight for the jugular. Panzer says, or in this case, straight for the rose bushes. I've only got one rose bush. I don't think they don't go anywhere near that rose bush. Don't think they like the thorns. That's what I ought to do, just plant rose bushes and then they won't go in there then. You would have thought rocks you'd keep them at bay, wouldn't you? I think she deliberately lets them in the garden. I think we'll just get this one done, I think. Panzer says, or in this case, straight for the rose bushes. Panzer says, cats see dogs as a challenge. Can we will, or should we? Yes. They certainly teased the dog, I'll say that much. Cats around here are more braver in packs, if you know what I mean. One's a lookout, while the other one does its business. Still got 9 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. See this cage bit, I don't know whether you can see it, there's a cage bit around the outside of it that has to be done in like a metallic colour. I have to dry brush that so you get like the metal effect with some black showing through it. Two coats of this will do this. It's a little bit thicker, this Balthazar, than the other stuff. Watery now. Too much water. One thing about this Citadel paint, you can really move it around. I don't just use it for Warhammer, I use it for other stuff now. So, okay, that's that one. We have a new Raggy. Gave it a good christening the other day. Let's just swap over to that gold. Need to catch up with this bit. Glad you're still with me, guys. All 10 of you. Let's put it on a little bit thicker so it's a little bit more coverage. It's still nice and flat. So don't get it too thick. Just get a nice coverage. Okie dokie. Okay, so as you can see what I've done here, that'll need one more coat. Then on the inside of this has got to be a metal on the inside of that. You can see where the black bit is, it's got to be metal. So I'll touch the black up and then dry brush it in the metal. Got these four to put a second coat on of the Balthazar. When that's dried, it just takes a little bit more drying out, this does on Balthazar. So got those to finish on the Balthazar, then dry brush, and then I will have to paint all the flame as it goes inside the cage as well, so that's quite difficult. You have to use a cocktail stick for that. And just those others there, and then when I've got these three done, then I can paint all the rocket heads. So yeah, you can see paint the rocket heads on them. There is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's 15 in each one, so that's 15, 30, 40, 45, I think that is. Yeah. So it's 45 rockets. You had actually an option whether you could use the small individual rockets or you could just use the one big rocket, which you had actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big rockets in each. But I wanted the small ones. Got that to finish as well, finish painting as well. And then they can all get, when I get the piano keyboard done for the organ, then I can put them in. There's 2 lots of keyboards. There's one inside there, and there's another one here somewhere. I know it is because I picked it up. There we go. And that's another small keyboard as well that actually goes in over the top of this one, more or less. So I have to paint all the keys on both sets. And then I've got some like backrests to do as well. They're going to be dry brushed and painted as well. This is like a kind of a maroony red inside here. And then you've got like your little symbols that you've got to paint in as well. And on the back of it you got like more church bit, that's like a wooden bit, and the back there, all that has to be gold. Same with these lines, and then it has to be brown. And then I have to mix some black up, a very, very watery one, and just go over so it looks wood, like a dark wood. And then we've got like a little key, it's like a little on top of a cathedral. There's that to do as well. That's very, very tight. I'll have to use my magnifiers to do that. We've got some side pieces, side panels, and also figures to put on as well. So yeah. We've got Daz Faulkner in. Hello there, Daz. Nice to see you. He says, how do Lindsay? He also says, how do everyone? Panzer says, hi Daz. Daz says, how do Panzer? Apple says, hi there, Daz. Daz says, Apple, how do? He also says, how do Carl? And he also says, following Ghost, how do? Carl says, hi Daz. So, I'm going to go back up cameras. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Didn't want to carry on really any longer. So yeah. So we're getting there, getting all these sub-assemblies painted, ready for gluing on. Still got a lot of work to do on the main tank though, painting wise. It's a heck of a lot to do. So yeah, so I'll say a few more weeks yet. But yeah, all in all, it's turning out well. So thank you very much for everybody coming in. It's nice to see you this afternoon. I shall be back again tomorrow at 1:30 for a 2-hour stream with a panel. So Mr. Mods said it might be okay for him to join, so that's nice. And anybody else who wants to join tomorrow, I shall leave it open. If anybody wants to come in, they can come in. So we say goodbye for now. See you all tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to put a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a look. And if you like what you see, yeah, please give it a subscription and push the notification bell. So yeah, so we'll say goodbye. See you all soon. Apple says those bombs look like suppositories. Wow, only Apple could think of that, couldn't he? Following Ghost says good stream everyone. Yeah, so yeah, nice one Apple. I like that one, good one. See you all later guys. See you tomorrow.